So, let's talk about our biggest global problems. You know the list: climate change, social division, economic instability. What if the solution wasn't just another policy or a new technology, but a complete upgrade to the operating system of civilization itself? Today, we're diving into a blueprint for exactly that. It's called the Phoenix Paradigm, and it proposes a pretty fundamental transition for all of humanity.
Okay, to really get the thinking behind this paradigm, you have to start right here with this core idea. It frames our current moment perfectly. It's not just a time of crisis, it's also a time of massive potential. This one sentence is basically the launchpad for the entire framework.
So what do we call this dangerous and promising threshold we're on? Well, the source material gives it a very specific name, and understanding this term is the key to unlocking why our old ways of solving problems, well, they just might not be cutting it anymore.
And that term is polycrisis. This is such a critical concept. Think of it like this: an environmental crisis like a drought leads to an economic crisis like crop failure, which then can explode into a social crisis like civil unrest. You see? It's a domino effect. The problems aren't just happening at the same time, they're literally feeding each other. And that's why trying to solve them one by one is like trying to plug a dozen holes in a sinking ship with only two hands.
Okay, so if you've got this deeply tangled, interconnected problem, you need a vision for the future that's just as comprehensive and integrated, and that's exactly what the source material proposes.
It's called the Phoenix Paradigm, and that name is everything, isn't it? The idea isn't to just survive the fire of the polycrisis, it's to be reborn from it. It's about using the intense pressure of these challenges to forge something stronger, smarter, and way more unified on the other side. We're talking transformation, not just recovery.
And this right here, this might be the single most important diagnosis in the entire paradigm. The problem isn't that we don't have enough brilliant ideas or amazing technology. The real bottleneck is us. It's our ability to coordinate with each other. Our technological power to change the planet has just completely outrun our social and political ability to manage it. It's like we have the power of rockets, but we're still trying to organize ourselves with handwritten notes.
So, how in the world do you fix a mismatch that big? Well, the paradigm introduces something called a master architecture. It's got 5 distinct but totally interconnected layers. Let's build this thing from the ground up.
All right, layer 1. This is the foundation, and get this, it's not about tech, it's not about policy, it's about people. The whole argument starts with the idea that before we can build anything else, we have to fundamentally upgrade the way we work together.
This first layer is called conscious collaboration. And this isn't just fluffy talk about teamwork. It's about treating collaboration as a real skill, an inner practice. It means developing the self-awareness and empathy needed to actually listen and co-create, instead of just defending our own positions. The idea is simple but so powerful. The quality of our solutions can never ever be better than the quality of our collaboration. It's all about getting past that defensiveness and mistrust.
Okay, that sounds great, right? But how do you actually put a philosophy like that into practice? Especially when you're dealing with big, diverse groups of people who might not agree on anything. Well, that's where the second layer comes in.
This layer gives us the how. It's a practical framework called SURF. So if conscious collaboration is the philosophy, think of SURF as the repeatable operating manual. It's a structured step-by-step process designed to take any group, no matter how divided they are at the start, from just talking about ideas to actually taking concrete action, building real trust and understanding along the way.
Now, as you get better and better at collaboration, you need a way for all those different efforts to connect and learn from each other. The whole system needs to become more intelligent as it grows.
This third layer is the synergy engine. This is like the nervous system of the whole operation. It's the architecture that connects all the dots, allowing the entire network to get smarter together. It's designed to create emergence, and that's a key word here. Emergence is that magic that happens when the whole group becomes way smarter and more capable than just the sum of its parts, leading to breakthroughs that no single person could have ever seen coming.
For this kind of collective intelligence to really work on a planetary scale, you've got to have a digital backbone, right? A place for it all to live and operate.
Layer 4 is the Phoenix platform. This is the digital infrastructure that makes it all possible globally. Think of it as the shared software, the data tools, the virtual workspaces where everyone can plug in. But, and this is super important, it's not a central command center. It's an enabling environment that creates what the source calls a planetary sensorium, which is a fancy way of saying a shared dashboard for humanity, giving us a real-time, collective view of our planet's health. And now for the final layer. And honestly, this one is a bit of a mind bender.
The paradigm introduces this really radical idea, using our most advanced technology not just to see the world around us, but to better see ourselves.
This final layer, AI mirror systems, is wild. The idea is to use AI for what they call reflective augmentation. So imagine an AI that doesn't just analyze data about the stock market, but helps you see your own blind spots, your unconscious biases, the way you communicate in a team. It's like a smart mirror for your mind. The argument here is just profound. To upgrade our collective systems out there, we first need better tools to upgrade ourselves. In here.
So you've got the human foundation, a collaborative process, a collective intelligence engine, a digital platform, and even tech for self-awareness. What happens when you put all 5 of these layers together? You get what the paradigm calls a new planetary operating system.
And we absolutely have to be crystal clear about what this means. As you can see on this slide, this is not a world government. The computer analogy is perfect. Think about it. An operating system like Windows doesn't control the content of your documents. It just creates a stable, common environment where all your different apps can run and talk to each other. A planetary OS is meant to do the same thing for society. It's a shared background infrastructure that helps everyone coordinate, not a pyramid of top-down control. The whole point of this entire architecture is to create a clear transition pathway. You can see it right here. It's designed to consciously move us from the chaos of the polycrisis through these stages of growing awareness and alignment, and all the way to a state of planetary coherence, where our human systems are finally in sync with each other and, with the planet itself. Ultimately, though, this whole paradigm isn't laid out as some kind of inevitable prediction of the future. It's framed as a fundamental choice that we face right now.
It basically lays out 2 paths. One path is just more of the same. We continue with our fragmented, reactive way of dealing with crises. The other path, the Phoenix path, is a lot more demanding. It requires us to develop new inner skills and build entirely new systems of coordination. But it's the one that offers the possibility of a truly thriving planetary civilization.
And so, in the end, this isn't just some theory to be studied from a distance. It's presented as an open invitation. It's a call to participate in actively building a different kind of future. The question it leaves us with isn't whether this architecture is perfect, but whether we're willing to grow into the challenge it represents.